Tonight, we follow up on the Light Up Navajo series we first brought you on ABC4 News at 5 o'clock today. Now, for some families on the Navajo Nation, this year has been a life changer. They've finally gotten electricity. Our Southern Utah correspondent Kenan Sechrest has more on how their lives are brightening up in more ways than one.
For the first time ever, many homes on the Navajo Nation are lighting up and making the end of a long wait for something as simple as electricity. The Light Up Navajo project has been working hard to connect more families across the Navajo Nation. And for people like Dwayne Mitchke and his crew, helping families finally get electricity has been an unforgettable experience.
The guy was excited. He showed us a picture of a small refrigerator that he was going to go to Flagstaff and buy. And so we gave him some extra money so he could buy a bigger one. But just one of those things we take for granted, that he was going to have a refrigerator now and no ice chest.
Well, it made me feel good. I'm just appreciative of the whole situation. I'm glad I could help them. I'm glad I can bring electricity to them and make their life, a little bit better than kind of the way they've been treated before.
For Cynthia Charlie from the Navajo Tribal Utility Authority says that for many families, having a refrigerator is the biggest relief.
We can now have better food rather than canned foods or food that's just going to be good for a day. I can actually get vegetables, fruits, those type of things happen. I can finally refrigerate my insulin, my medicine.
Emery and Delita Sosi got connected to power this past summer, and for them, the memory of that day is still fresh.
One day, I was coming back from Kayenta. I saw NTUA trucks and all the lineman crew. They were driving up, so I stopped them. Hey, are you guys looking for someone or a resident? They said, yeah, we're looking for Emery Sosi. Oh, good, that's me. So I made a U-turn, had to come back. That was an exciting day for us.
Now that she has electricity, Delita says that everyday chores have gotten a whole lot easier.
Even cleaning, it took me a long time just to clean the house, take out all the rug and sweeping them. Now I just get my vacuum cleaner, plug it in, and I'm done.
And of course, they'll never forget the moments of pure joy, like turning on the lights for the very first time.
Yeah, we turned everything on.
We're
It was
like
bright.
Kids playing with lights.
Little kids. Yeah, turn that one off, and I go over here and turn this one back on over there. It was like nice. Well, yeah, she was still grabbing her flashlight. Honey, we have light. Come on, wake up.
But power is more than just a convenience. It also offers a sense of freedom from the burden of powering up generators and spending hundreds of dollars on batteries.
We're not running the generator now. Only when we need it. We're not buying batteries. We got lights, power. So yeah, it's
saving a lot of
a
money.
lot. Yes.
The Black family who received power this fall says it's made things easier for Benny's at-home projects.
For me, I usually use power tools like the power charger tools. So now I can recharge it and use it for like crafts that I make or things that I need to fix.
The transition to electricity has been a big change, something that both the Black and the Sosi families are still getting used to.
We got used to not using that much power, so it was something that your mind is keeping up with how you conserve energy. We're finally getting used to it after a month. So
We still are like cautious of our lights, We kind of still use other resources until like we really need this one and then turn it on. Like at night, I still use my flashlight.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
And go looking for something, my cell phone or whatever. And I still charge my cell phone in the truck too. It's still getting I have a charger inside.
Denise Basenti from the Navajo Tribal Utility Authority says how one young boy told her how happy he was to finally have electricity.
I don't have to go outside to start the generator anymore at night. He's like 8 years old, he should be playing basketball. He should be, doing, instead of having, to worry about, starting the generator, late at night so his family could keep warm.
For Denise, that feeling that she gets after connecting a family goes unmatched.
They say "Ahiha Nitsago," which means with the deepest gratitude. You know, when you hear those words, then you know, okay, our job is done. You know, this family certainly appreciates what we have done, but we still have yet to do, you know, the 10,000 other families who are still waiting for electricity.
And with the holidays just around the corner, this year, many Navajo families can finally celebrate with lights.
When you come out here and you see families having the ability to turn on the lights for the very first time, you know, or families who say, this year we're going to have Christmas lights. Those are what keeps you motivated, saying, you know, this project is worthwhile. This project does help families.
Now, this progress is inspiring, but the work is far from over. Thousands of families across the Navajo Nation still wait for the day when they can light up their homes as well. It may be a small step, but it's one that marks the beginning of a brighter future. Reporting from the Navajo Nation, Cannon Sechrist, ABC4 News.